So, hello everyone. I hope my screen is visible. Let me share my presentation file, and that's it. Once again, welcome everyone to session 5 of our 60 days of data and AI program. This initiative is fully powered by our global community, and it officially kicked off on June 15th. If you if you want to explore more sessions, resources, and upcoming events, you can always visit just aka.ms/database. And today's session is all about exploring data using AI-driven features in Power BI. Before getting started and introducing myself, I would like to just share all the necessary info on YouTube where you will find them. First of all, I'm just going to share the link for my Udemy course. Actually, this is PL-300 exam, right? So you can practice. And then actually it's free of charge. And then I'm going to provide you with my Meetup group where you can subscribe. You will have an opportunity to join free of charge meetups in online format. And then my YouTube channel and also my data and AI newsletter, just, um, link. This is about writing data and AI related uh, newsletter articles on uh, LinkedIn platform. Okay, now you can once again find all this info. Just let me close this one. You can find it in YouTube chat box. And let's go on with our next slide. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ilgar Zarbaliyev. I'm Microsoft Data Platform and M365 MVP. I spent most of my time helping communities adopt modern data and AI technologies. If you would like to connect or follow my work, you can find me on LinkedIn. And let's dive into today's topic, right? In this session, uh, we'll explore how Power BI uses AI and natural language to help analysts uncover insights faster. These features are especially valuable for PL-300 candidates because they reflect real-world analytical workflows. Whether you are preparing for certification or improving your daily reporting skills, these tools will elevate your capabilities. Here is our agenda. We'll start with quick insights, a fast way to let Power BI scan your data for patterns. Then we'll explore the analyze feature, which helps explain increase or decrease in your visuals. After that, we'll break down the decomposition tree, one of the most powerful AI visuals in Power BI. Finally, I'll show you how to create reports using Copilot in Power BI, which is becoming a core skill for modeling analysis. This plain slide summarizes the PL-300 exam structure. So you will notice that AI-driven analysis fits into the visualize and analyze data section, this one, which makes up about 25 to 30% of the exam. Today's session directly supports the part of your preparation. And if you want a deeper breakdown, the official study guide is available at aka.ms/PL300 study guide. So now let's jump into the demo. I will walk you through quick insights, the analyze feature, and decomposition tree. And finally, how a Copilot can generate report pages automatically. As we go through each feature, think about how these tools can help you uncover patterns, explain trends, and build reports faster. Let's get started. First of all, I'm going to just open my Power BI service. This is my Power BI service. I have used my Zarbaliyev at excelworld.org. Just pay attention here. My license type is free account, and my Power BI trial status, I'm using this one, right? And even I have not started Fabric trial. But before getting started with, you know, let's say quick insights, I would like to give a little bit info about it. So this quick insights tool is designed for business users with minimum tax knowledge. We have some technical requirements. To replicate the examples that follow, your computer needs to meet these technical requirements. First of all, a work or school account with access to powerbi.com, like this one, a Power BI desktop file, and a Power BI Premium or FSQ Fabric Trial or a Premium per user license. Just pay attention here. I have my Power BI trial stats, nothing more, right? And the Quick Insights tool is an AI-powered Power BI feature that generates insights from a semantic model with very little user effort. The Quick Insights tool is available in Power BI service. And behind the scenes, the Quick Insights tool uses machine learning algorithms to identify patterns, trends, and other useful insights in the semantic model. The prerequisites for using Quick Insights are as follows. Like, the user must have at least a contributor role in the workspace and build permission on the semantic model. Also, the semantic model must be set to import mode for storage. Models using direct query mode are not compatible with the Quick Insights feature. Note also that Power BI report using row-level security are not supported for Quick Insights. So even in import mode. So let's go through the following steps to generate insights using the Quick Insights feature. I'm going to open my, say this Power BI report that is in Power BI desktop. Here I have prepared some reports, right? So let's publish this report into my Power BI service. So here I have my, let's say, for example, I don't see any workspace. So I'm just going to my Power BI service here, and I'm going to click on workspaces. Just let's be sure that this is Zarbaliyev at excelworld.org. But when I'm opening this one, if you pay attention here, I have another account. So just I'm going to change my account here, and it's going to be just for quick insights purpose. I'm going to change this one. So let me change that one just to get the quick insights, as we know that we have some technical requirements. That's the reason. So let me sign out from Zarbaliyev Excel World. You may not see it. You just can see the demo one, right? So say app.powerbi.com and let me use my other account, right? Actually, I will go on with using this one. I think I will not change it. Okay. Instead, I will, just create a workspace. So let's create a workspace here. So let's go to workspace. And here I'm going to say new workspace. And it's going to be fifth session, or just say AI. So say explore data using AI in Power BI. And here I'm going to say fabric trial and say apply. Thus, I'm creating a new workspace that's called AI, and there is nothing. And I'm coming to my, you know, just let me bring this Power BI desktop file here. And let me actually this, sorry, I have to also change the account, and it's going to be Zarbaliyev at excelworld.org. Say continue. And I have to be sure that here also I'm using the same Power BI service address account. Is my account. Okay, I hope it will work. Sometimes I'm facing, okay, let's say only for this application. And now let's wait for a while. I will publish this report, now it's zarbali@excelworld.org. It's correct. So now I'm going to publish this report, and I'm going to select AI workspace, say select. I'm going to wait for a while. And then, okay, say got it. I'm going to move this one. And here you see, we can see one report and one semantic model. If I click on ellipsis, and if I say, I have to see, quick insights, get quick insights. This is what I'm going to click, and thus my quick insights based on my semantic model are going to be just created, right? So I need some time just for these, insights. So I can just click on view insights, right? And I can see a lot of visuals that automatically have been just created by Power BI service, right? For example, count of the customers, amount factual, average of unit price, dative and average of unit price, so on and so forth. And if I'm interested in any of these visual, I can just simply click on pin, and I can create a new dashboard, or I can add to any this visual, selected visual to existing dashboard. So each insight is displayed here as a tile. If you want to keep a particular insight, as I clarified a little bit earlier, we just need to click on this button. So this is all about creating AI insights. And let's say that we just came to workspaces. This is our workspaces, right? And if we would like to see quick insights that create a little bit earlier, it's enough to click here. And this time we'll see view insights instead of getting quick insights. And thus we can come to, view our insights. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the analyze feature. So for this purpose, I'm going to use just one ready Power BI report. This is the Power BI report. By the way, all these materials have been shared with you in YouTube chat box. So here we have this, cluster column chart where we can see total sales by product subcategory. So I have total sales F, just simple DAX measure, right? And also I have my, say, product subcategory. So we can get it from the products. So here I have my product category and subcategory, right? And also in this part here, I have my total sales by year, quarter, month, and day. Year, quarter, month, and day are coming from the just, I mean, calendar, this one, right? So let me give a little bit info about the analyze feature of Power BI. So when you are exploring a Power BI report, you may notice fluctuation in visual, like this one, right? So which you need to explain. So you need to explain the decreases and also increases in these visuals. So this is what the analyze feature comes to help. So the requirements to access the analyze feature for a particular issue are you must have permission to view the report or application, and the visual you need to interrogate must display data variations, for example, like line chart, right, bar or column charts. So this is what we should remember. And let's go step by step, how to use the analyze feature to explore variations in the values within this report. So here, just pay attention if I hover over on these columns, right? Just let's click, right? And I see analyze. And I see find where the distribution is different, right? And the difference or the decreases or increases are going to be just explained, right? So, for example, here I see the explanation that is related to size, right? So, for example, it says that without size, with 29.2% of records, L with 14.5% of records, and S with 11% of records, among others, most affect the distribution. Here also we can, select any size just to um, dynamically display our, say, visual. Also, if we go down, we can see the difference from gender point of view, right? Also, we can see the explanation from, color point of view. Also, from ABC segmentation one. Actually, the difference between, done based on the analysis that we have in this Power BI just report. So this is what we get the decreases and increase explanation using analyze feature. Just um, hovering over columns and just clicking on analyze. Pay attention here. We see find where the distribution is different. For example, here we have a long line. If I say right click and analyze, this time I see explain the increase. It's a little bit different than the, the difference explanation that we do on visual in column or bar format. And this difference when we are dealing with line chart is given as a, actually in, waterfall format, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And here I see my total sales by year, quarter, month, day, and store ID. For example, increase, decrease, total, other. And so I get all the necessary explanation, by date and also by channel. For example, by date, by occupation. So by size, also by date. So all the necessary differences are presented to us by, I mean, using the analyze just a feature. Okay, so this is a very important, actually very useful feature of Power BI. Now I would like to talk about the decomposition tree visual. So of course I will give the necessary uh, explanation about this one. So first of all, let me bring the actually I'm going to do myself this report for you. So yeah, let me open this one. And here I'm going to just, create one page that I'm going to call the composition tree, right? This is my new page. And first of all, let me give some info about this one, and then I will build my new report based on this page. So the composition tree is a Power BI visual that helps you explore in depth what has caused a specific data point, offering a more structured and controlled analysis than quick insights and or the analyze feature. The composition tree is particularly useful when an outcome is influenced by multiple factors, and your goal is to determine which factor has the greatest impact. For example, when analyzing sales data for product subcategories, you may need to know not only the factors that drive the highest sales, but also why these are the key drivers. Factors that can affect sales include size availability, color, variety, and brand. The composition tree enables the efficient exploration of all the specified factors. So let's just come here, and here we can see the composition tree visual. Let me increase the size, and I'm just going to add, first of all, my total sales from key measures to analyze part, right? And here I see total sales, okay? And then to explain by part, I'm going to add my gender from the products. This is my gender. Let me add, sorry, gender. And then I'm going to add brand, color, and size. This is brand and color and also size. We can add some other, factors. And if you pay attention here, we can see the, plus sign, right? So let's, in this, the result is not impressive yet, but we have more settings to activate. Let me select this one and go to format. And here from analysis, I have to be sure that enable AI splits is, on, right? So then what I'm just going to do here, I'm interested in, highlight the high points in my, say, just a analysis, right? For example, let's say, uh, I have to be sure that I'm selecting high value. So first analysis in the composition tree visual is done by gender, right? If I click here, say high value, I will get my analysis based on colors. If I do the same here, I will do it the same analysis based on my brand. And once again, and here I will see the analysis for my sizes. And just pay attention here, we don't see any plus sign. It means that this is the end of the composition tree, visual that help us to analyze our just, cells. So, for example, we can consider that M uh, size is selling has the highest selling uh, amount, or Adidas is the most selling brand, or black color is the most selling color, female is the most selling gender. So actually, this is a great example of how we can work by AI with AI by manually choosing which factors to examine and then using AI to see their impact on the metric being analyzed. So in this way, the composition tree provides a more controlled and hands-on way to explore data patterns that the analyze feature or quick insights. Okay, now I'm going to minimize this window and I'm going to talk about report creation with Power BI. Right, so let me open my, actually I can keep this, you know, uh, Power BI desktop file. Let me keep it and let me, just stay here. And before going to use this Copilot, I'm going to give some information about report creation with Power BI using Copilot. So we use Copilot in Power BI just to quickly visualize our data and uncover insights after preparing our semantic just model. And Copilot helps users create data-driven reports by generating report pages, visuals, and summaries from natural language prompts. So let's create a report with Copilot in Power BI. So I have to be sure that I have the necessary right just to use this Copilot. Okay. If you want just to use Copilot, you have to have, first of all, the necessary license. So here I'm using even I'm not using my, Power BI Fabric trial. I'm just using my Power BI trial license and I have my free account. Let's try just, if I'm successful, I'm going to use my other, just address. So let's pay attention here. First of all, let's be sure that, okay, you see, I have to select the necessary workspace and it doesn't allow me to select the necessary, workspace. So for this purpose, I'm going to use the account that has premium per user, license. So, and thus I will be able to just apply, use Copilot to create the necessary reports. So give me some time, please. Due to NDA, I cannot share my, account here. So let me do it on another window. And let's see that it's going to work. Okay. Say yes. Okay. So let me write it correctly. I hope it will work. Now, yes, it's going to work. And let me type it in here also. And next, you don't see it, I understand. So let's say I have to check that the password is correctly typed. Yeah. So now I'm using another, account. I think it will work. Yes. Okay. This is, let me drag it here. Actually, yeah. This is another account that I'm using. Okay. And also I have to, change my account in, Power BI service. So sorry for this. Yeah, I'm going to type app.powerbi.com, use another account. And yes, I think it's going to just work. Right. Okay, perfect. Now it's also working. So what I'm just going to do, so here I'm going to publish my report in my workspace. So here I'm going to, let's say, select show and tell, right? Let's say select. And this report is going to be, actually, you don't, sorry, you don't see it. I will show you. Let me do it. Actually, I did it. So what I did here, this is my report. I published that report. So selecting show and tell, say select. And it's going to be, I'm going to replace because a few moments earlier, I just published it. So, and it's going to be replaced. Let me wait for a while. And that's it. Now I can say new page. Let me click here and say Copilot, something like this. And here I can just click on Copilot. And you see this window is going to be just open. And it automatically recommends me some prompts like create a new report page, suggest content for a new report page, answer a question about data. So I'm going to say that create a new report page, and it's going to work on it. And it will also ask me some question. And of course, I will wait for a while, this question, and then it will create a new, very good ad-driven report for my analysis. So let's wait for a while. Okay, now it says that to create a new report page, I need a bit more direction on what you want on it. For example, like sales performance over time, product performance, customer analysis, store performance, expenses versus revenue or profitability. So this kind of stuff. For example, I can say that one, so it means this one, sales performance over time, and send. And it's going to create a new page based on the first option. And what I can do, for example, I can, minimize these panes. And also I can make it a little bit, smaller. And my new report will be placed here. So it should happen here. Okay, let's wait for a while. Depending on the speed of internet, um, it can take at different times. For example, it started to building my reports, sales performance over time. Here I can see my slicer filter, right? For example, this one. So this is what I'm getting in a couple of seconds. It should be interesting, isn't it? Right? So what I can do, for example, let's say this is going to be called sales performance over time, right? Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to open one more page, and this time I'm going to say, you know, create a, let's say, page calling the top 10 products by sales. And let's see, wait for a while, and it's going to create a new page that will be about top 10 products by sales. So let's wait for a while. And then I will add one more visual to newly created page, report page. And while it's working, I would like to check my, say, uh, YouTube, and I would like to be sure that um, there are questions. Actually, there is no question. So Aksahan says, good evening. Good evening, Aksahan. Thank you for joining. Okay. So by the way, I strongly recommend you my Udemy PL-300 course. It will be very useful for you during, a real PL-300 exam, right? That's good. Now just have a look. Here, we see this, you know, visual. Okay. So, and here we have years, based on the data set that I provide. So also I can see here, the necessary, this visual in table visual, the result in table visual. So what I can say, this is the last one that I'm going to ask Copilot to do. Here, I say that, let's say, create a visual on, say, on this page, showing the top three colors across all sold products, and say, add. Okay. So here also, we can say top 10 products by sales, top 10 products by sale, and we can add, for example, top three products by just color, right? So we can add the necessary title here. So top three color, top three color by sale, right? By sales. This is what I'm just getting, right? So let me decrease. And here I can see that black, white, beige, these are the colors, most selling colors. And here also I can add to my prompt that please change the color of columns or display the results in, for example, in this type of visual, right? So, and Copilot, briefly, in Power BI just helps us to simplify data preparation, semantic modeling, and report creation. Also, it allows us to focus more on insights and decision making, right? So let's say uh, that brings us to the end of session 5. Thank you for joining and exploring AI powered analytics with me. Our next session, session 6, is the last session on behalf of my study group and under the Data Days 2026 organized by Microsoft, and that will focus on performing analytics in Power BI using docs, where I will go deeper into calculations, measures, and analytical expressions. I'll see you on July 20th for the continuation of our PL-300 journey. See you in next week. Good luck in your real exam.